What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we have Bitcoin's price falling to 66,000. We have the SPY opening flat, and the Qs continue to sell. So today I want to discuss, should we be buying this dip, or should we be uh, selling some stocks now? Plus, I have some different sectors and stocks that I think are going to outperform the market in the coming months and years. And then we will get into crypto. Uh, Also, this week we have earnings coming up. We have Microsoft, AMD, and Starbucks. And where are we in this cycle? Well, we will get into all of that. So be sure to hit the like button if you like this video. Be sure to share it with others if you find value. And be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. All right, guys, let's get into it. It is Tuesday. I hope you all are having a good week. So, where are we in this stock market? Well, first off, I just wanted to put this chart out there once again. This is the 4 year cycle, the presidential election cycle, and typically, when you see this right here, that is your cue to buy. And so I want to discuss that and I think why I think this market could be going much higher. Also, it is a presidential election year, like I mentioned, and so things should be interesting. Elon just posting this over here on Twitter. He put, wow, Google has a search ban on President Donald Trump. So obviously there are a lot of games that will be being played during this election. There will be most likely a lot of volatility, but nevertheless, we still think that this stock market is actually shaping up for a bigger move upwards. And here are a couple reasons why I believe that is going to happen. First off, you have uh, SVX. This is the S&P value stocks. And while the stock market has been falling, we are seeing clear signs of rotation into other sectors, such as value stocks, mid cap stocks, some small cap stocks. We will get into all of those, but I just wanted to point that out. So we do have the value stocks outperforming. We have healthcare outperforming. This is XLV setting at 149.70 and continuing to press higher. And that is good for several of the healthcare stocks that have been beaten down, such as Pfizer. This is the weekly chart of Pfizer, and it does appear we have put in a bottom here on Pfizer. Um, and we are starting to put in a series of higher lows and higher highs. Sorry, I am just looking out the window. There are some animals out there. But anyway, I wanted to zoom out on this chart um, just to show you the potential here for a stock such as this. Um, so first off, we had our range, and so our first target would be right around this $34 for Pfizer. And if you look at just where this stock came from off the highs back in 2021, well, you'll see there's a lot more potential upside for this stock. Plus, this stock does have a dividend, so it gives you the ability to produce income. So that is another benefit to a stock such as this. Another stock, medical stock, is Medtronic, ticker symbol MDT. And this one appears to be putting in a inverse head and shoulders. Looks like we have put in a higher low. So this one would be interesting to watch. I actually just went ahead and started a position on this. because it does look like the medical stocks are starting to turn, and this stock does have a price target of $105 to $115 by the analyst in the next year. So I thought that was a pretty good play for this stock. And this is another one of those that has been beaten down and looks like it may be turning the corner. If we zoom out on this chart, well, you can see right now we are at levels that go back to 2015, 2016. Um, so those levels there are acting as support, and if we can hold this level, then I do think this stock will go a good bit higher. I would say our first target would be that upper side of the range, right around $90. Another reason why I think this stock market is looking bullish overall is you do see these um, regional banks, KRE, and the financial sector showing some signs of strength. This was our first uh, potential take profit zone. You can see we blew right through that. But as long as the financial sector continues to hold up, then I do think you will start to see a lot of these stocks outperform. You also have REITs doing well here in the last couple of weeks. And this is so similar to so many of these charts where this has just been ranging sideways here for a couple of years and are starting to move higher. So that is good news overall for the markets, and this shows you that the market breadth is continuing to widen. So it looks like that it's not going to be just led by these big uh, seven mag stocks. This time, it looks like the whole market is wanting to start to move higher. We also have a very similar pattern on the IWM. So, yeah, things are starting to broaden out, and that will be good for other sectors such as small cap stocks and crypto. This here is BKCH. This is a blockchain ETF, so this is a good way to get exposure to crypto and get some of those returns similar that you see in the altcoins. Uh, but if you just have a normal account where you have stocks or a normal broker account, you could buy this ETF instead of going over to crypto, and I do think this one will do very well. If you're interested in buying stocks, commodities, or crypto, you can do so over on Robinhood. Right now, Robinhood is offering a 1% boost when you start an account, plus they offer 8 times the national savings rate. They allow you to begin investing and building your portfolio with just as little as $1, and they allow you to trade commission free. They also offer Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, and many more. If you're interested, there is a link down below. Yes, it is an affiliate link, so I do appreciate that. But let's get on into crypto because I think we are shaping up for a series of higher highs. It may be a little bit more time before we break that all-time high, but I think it is coming very soon. And this is a chart that I wanted to point out because the last couple days has seen a little bit of weakness for Bitcoin. So there is a real potential that we may be putting in a inverse head and shoulders on the weekly before we go move to the upside for Bitcoin. And If we take a look at the Bitcoin heat liquidation map, this is the daily. You do see that there is liquidity sitting around $68,000. And if we go to the weekly chart, well, we will see that there is also some liquidity sitting down here around $63,400. So I could see the potential of us going down there to claim that liquidity before moving to the upside. And if we just zoom out to the monthly chart, well, you will also see those levels of around that $63,500. And then we have a lot of liquidity sitting just above $70,000. So let's go back to the Bitcoin chart and discuss what that may mean. Well, if you take a look here, we have rejected off the $70,000 mark yesterday. We are coming down and we do have a couple areas of interest. First off, you have this midline right around 65,000. And then you have this lower box here where a lot of that liquidity sets around that $63,500 level. So it's possible we may go back down here and retest this again before moving higher. I think that's the most likely outcome at the moment. If we could get above this and hold this, well, I think we would go back up and retest those all-time highs, possibly go up there and grab that liquidity. But I do think that probably we really only have a couple more weeks before we break these all-time highs. I do think that is coming very soon. And I definitely think Bitcoin will be much higher by the end of the year. So that's something to keep in mind. If we did lose this level, I could see us going back down to around $60,000. And as long as we put in a higher low and don't break this previous low here from a couple of weeks ago, well, then I think it is moving much higher. And we also have this chart here. This is the Bitcoin divided by Ethereum. So this shows the strength of Ethereum relative to Bitcoin. We know we had the spot ETFs just launched for Ethereum, and this chart here showing that we are starting to see signs of strength in some of these altcoins, including Ethereum relative to Bitcoin. So that is signaling that some of these altcoins may really start to rally. We are in that season known as late cycle investing, when you start to see a lot of these small caps and stocks and also crypto really rally. Ethereum is currently sitting at 33.20, and it has been showing more strength relative to Bitcoin, as I mentioned, and wicked down into our box right around 3,100 and seeing a bounce. So I do think that we may start to see Ethereum rally here in the coming weeks as we get more data about the inflows for the spot ETFs. We also have Solana sitting at 181 and is actually starting to show a lot of bullish strength, coming back up to retest these previous all-time highs here from earlier this year in March. So that is looking very bullish for Solana. I do think Solana is going to be one of those movers that moves out of the gate first when things get kicked off here, because it is really starting to take off and heat up. We also have the chart of the total three. So this is everything minus Bitcoin and Ethereum, and is the market cap for all the other altcoins. And right now you can see we are putting in a series of higher lows, and we have come back down. This is the weekly chart, so You see that we wicked down back into this area here, which acted as support. That's when Bitcoin came down to around that $53,500 level. But we are back within our range and towards the bottom side. So this makes this a perfect entry for a spot buy for anyone that wants to get into crypto that hasn't done so already. Another altcoin that I like is Chainlink. I do see the real world value and what they are doing with linking all the different blockchains together and allowing them to communicate with one another so it has real functional use. Um, and Chainlink is sitting at $13.57 at the bottom side of the range. Again, a series of higher highs, or rather higher lows and higher highs. So I do think this one will do very well. You could start to see some of these altcoins bounce as the Bitcoin price comes down and the Bitcoin dominance starts to fall. You could start to see some of these to begin to rally here just in any day now, really. We do have our first take profit zone around that 1769 to $20. A lot of these altcoins I don't see necessarily as holding long-term investments. I do think ETH and Solana will do fine. I do think Chainlink will as well. But a lot of these altcoins, what I would be looking to do is the way to make profits in crypto is really to hold these from the bottom of the cycle throughout the cycle and then reconsolidate back into the stronger coins such as Bitcoin or Ethereum uh, towards the end of the bull market. And we do think the end of that bull market will probably be somewhere during 2025. A lot of people do think it will be towards the back half of 2025. I kind of tend to agree with that, although I could see it possibly happening sooner, maybe early next year. That is a possibility, but nevertheless, I still think in sometime in the next 6 to 12 to 18 months, you will see many of these altcoins much, much higher. If you're interested in buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Chainlink, and many more, you can do so with iTrust Capital. I use iTrust Capital, and iTrust Capital allows you to buy, sell, and trade crypto, gold, and silver 24/7 in a low cost, no monthly fee, tax advantage IRA. Plus, they have over 5,000 5-star reviews on Google, and they have people that you can actually call and talk to when setting up your account. That is what I like about iTrust. Uh, Not only is it tax advantage whenever you are trading crypto, there will be capital gains, so you can defer those gains until retirement. If you're interested, there is a link down below in the description. And also, guys, don't forget to go follow me over on X at Mind of Financier. I am Mind of the Financier on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And I do post anything that I see to do with the stock markets, including stocks, commodities, and crypto. All right, guys, it is Tuesday. Be sure to hit the like button again if you like this video, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. I hope you're all having a great week. Until next time, guys, take care, be legendary.